Let's start off with a good shake. Start shaking out the hands. Feet are just planted on the floor here about shoulder width apart. You can vibrate the legs and the glutes. Wiggle the body from side to side. Try and keep the upper half of the body particularly nice and loose. You can let the head and neck wiggle from side to side as well, just gently feeling out your range of motion. The idea here is just to really loosen up the body and get the energy flowing a little bit as well. You can take the hands out, shake the hands on the end of the wrists. Take some nice deep breaths in while you're doing this. We're really helping loosen up our fascia. And then after shaking, we can do some bouncing. So you can leave your heels and feet on the ground. You can jump up and down if you want with this, or you can leave the feet flat on the ground and just bounce lightly at the knee. Again, keeping your top half nice and loose. And then start to slow down with the bounce. And come back to your neutral starting position. Bring the feet together so that the legs are almost straight, but not quite. You've just got a very soft bend in the knee. The spine is nice and straight, so your tailbone is pointing down towards the earth. That's also helping pick up some earth energy. And so are your hands, which are going to be flexed at the wrists. The palms are parallel to the earth. And gently make some soft, curvy shapes, maybe figures of 8. Just moving around the hip area, breathing gently with diaphragmatic breaths. And the sensitive palms of your hands are picking up on that earth energy, the rich, ripe yin that's rising up in late summer from the ground beneath our feet. Breathing gently, allow your hands to absorb the energy. It's also rising up through the soles of your feet and up through the legs. Angle the fingers so that they're pointing behind you. Again, a nice stretch on the inside of the wrist. And then on the inhale, spread your arms out to the side like you're making a big circle. The palms are facing forward. Keep the shoulders drop down. And then reach up. Give yourself a nice stretch in the mid-spine. Press the palms together. Come up onto the tiptoes if you can, it's optional. Stretch the fingertips up to the sky. And then pressing the palms together, bring them down the center line of the body, feet back on the ground. Coming all the way down with prayer hands to your heart center, the middle Dantien. Keeping the palms pressed together. Take a nice deep breath in here and release. And then keeping your thumb and forefinger attached, just spread the hands out so you're creating a kind of triangle or a diamond shape at your heart center. Backs of the hands touch and you offer your palms up and the hands out as if you're offering your gifts to the world. Press the palms in, back into your neutral Wuji posture, just to nourish the qi in between moves. Then bring your right hand up so the fingertips are pressing in towards the lung points between the shoulder and the pectoral, just in the little dip beneath the clavicle. Do the same with the left hand so your hands are crossed over. And then allow your chin to drop down towards your chest. The weight of the head is just dragging it down gently, really opening up the back of the neck. Nice, gentle but deep stretch. Allow your ear to loll over to one shoulder. Again, allowing the natural weight of the head to stretch the side of the neck. And then the chin points up towards the sky, so you're really opening up the front of the throat. Other ear goes over to the other shoulder. And then gently roll the head round so the chin is back down towards the chest. We're going to repeat this on the other side now. So just breathing gently in your own time, rotate the other ear over to the other shoulder, letting the weight draw it down gently. And then allow the chin to lift up, pointing up towards the sky, opening the front of the throat. And then the ear lolls round to the other shoulder. Always go gently with the neck and feel out your own range of movements. And gently press the fingertips into those points as well while you're doing these neck stretches. Breathing gently, ear comes round to the shoulder. Chin lifts up towards the sky. Ear drops to the other shoulder. And then chin rolls round onto the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. One more time. Ear lolling round to the shoulder. Gently the chin lifts up, stretching the throat. And then ear drops to the other shoulder. And the chin rolls down towards the chest. Lift the head up gently and separate the hands out, floating them down, back down into Wuji. Soften the knees, leaning forward slightly. Lift the right hand on top of the left, lift the left leg and gently step across to the side, spacing out the feet. Bring the hands into Wuji mudra, which is where the little fingers and thumbs are touching. Separate the hands. We're going to be feeling a lot of energy with our hands, so to sensitize them, give them a bit of a rub. Rubbing the palms together and creating that friction and warmth on the skin is a really good way of livening up our awareness of being able to feel energy. You can also specifically give your Lao Gong points a bit of stimulation. This is a point in the center of the palm, which is used in energy healing. It's the main energy point that we transmit and receive energy. And so you can give it a rub with the fingertips, really pressing in hard, do some spiraling motions, seeing if you can make it feel nice and warm and full of energy. Then do it on the other hand. So this is another way to heighten the awareness of energy. You can also clap the hands as well, clapping them really hard. You can rub your fingernails together, but just rubbing the palms is a really good way of enhancing your awareness and getting the hands nice and warmed up and ready to be able to interact with the energy around your body. So once your hands are nice and warmed up, separate them out, lining up the Lao Gong points on the palm, and just have a little play around with the energy, seeing what you can feel. There's a slight resistance or a squidginess between the palms of the hands. This is often called making a chi ball. What we're going to do with it today is use it to open and close the 3 Dantians. So to start with, we'll work on the upper Dantien. Gently draw the hands up so that they're level with the head. The upper Dantien is the center of our mental energy. Inhale, drawing the hands apart softly, and then exhale and push them closer together. Your knees are soft here, the spine is long, chin slightly tucked, and you inhale, drawing the hands apart, and exhale, pushing them together. So this is a slow meditative movement. As you inhale and draw the hands apart, you're opening up the energy center, and as you exhale and press them together, you're closing it off a bit more. Be guided by how much your hands want to move apart. It will be different with different people, on different days, at different times. Use it as an energy awareness exercise and just follow what your body wants to do. Sometimes the hands will want to spread out quite far. Other times they won't really want to move much at all. What you want to try and aim for is that you're still holding on to that feeling of the energy between the palms of the hands. This is being transmitted and received by the Lao Gong points that we've just activated. Slowly bring the hands down to the middle Dantien. So this is at the heart center. We're going to do the same here. Inhale and draw the hands apart. And exhale, push them together. Again, your hands might want to float out to a different distance here. Just observe that. Inhale, drawing the hands apart, opening up the heart center, and exhale, push them together. The middle Dantien, appropriately at the heart center, is the center of our emotional body. Go at your own pace, timing the movements with the breath. Try and focus the breath on the abdomen, so that as you inhale, the belly is just extending out a little, and as you exhale and push the hands closer together, it's sinking softly back in. Inhale, drawing the hands apart, while feeling this energy between them expanding and contracting. Again, slowly move the hands down, this time the lower Dantien, center of the physical body just beneath the navel. Inhale, drawing the hands apart, feeling that energy stretching out between them. Exhale, push together. Inhale, drawing the hands apart. Exhale, push closer together. Inhale, apart. Exhale, together. Inhale, drawing the hands wider. Exhale. So as you inhale, you're expanding this energy outwards. And as you exhale, you're consolidating it back into the central point. Inhaling the hands apart. Exhale back toward one another. Inhale out. And exhale in. Keeping the palms parallel, take the feet out a little bit wider so that you can bend the knees just a little bit more for this next move, which is called the Qi wave. Still with the palms facing one another and the sense of energy in between them, just angle your fingers down slightly so that the fingertips point towards the earth, and then inhale and bring your hands up, keeping them parallel all the way up to the right hand side, keeping your eyes on your hands. Exhale, softly sweep them down, fingertips towards the earth, and then inhale, bringing them up to the left-hand side. So you're exhaling as you bring the hands down, and you're inhaling up to the side. You're creating this wave motion with the hands. They're parallel, they're not touching. You've got this energy in between them. The Lao Gong points are in constant communication because the palms are parallel. And you're inhaling gently as you bring the hands up. And exhaling as you bring them down, fingertips towards the earth, softening at the knee. Inhaling, rising up out of the knee bend. Exhaling, down towards the earth. As you inhale, it's the more yang phase. Rising up out of the knee bend, and then exhale, you're contracting slightly as you bend down. Inhaling up and exhale down. You can time this for your own breath capacity. It's nice to do it as slowly as possible and allow your breathing to slow right down. Keep feeling that energy between the hands, taking care to keep the hands parallel. Inhale the hands up to the right hand side. Exhale, sweep them down to the center, and then keep the left hand pointing down towards the earth where it is. Angle the fingers of the right hand up towards your chin and bring the hand up the center line of the body with the palm facing out for as long as possible, all the way up over your head. Stretching the palm up, rotate it round, palm faces out, big circle with the hand, bringing the hand back in front, and it gently presses the other hand up to the left as you inhale. Exhale, sweep down. Inhale up to the right and exhale down. So it's meeting up with its counterpart again, keeping the palms parallel as you inhale up and exhale down. Breathing nice, soft, gentle, diaphragmatic breaths. Keep feeling that energy between the palms of the hands. They're still communicating with one another as you inhale up and then exhale and contract back down. Softly sweeping the hands from one side to the other. Inhaling as you bring them up. and exhaling down. Inhaling this time up to the left. As you sweep your hands down towards the center, keep the right hand where it is and angle the fingers on the left hand up towards your chin. Bringing the hand up the center line of the body, keeping the palm facing out, then rotate the palm, big circle around with the hand, and it comes back to meet the other palm, pressing it up to the right as you inhale. Exhale down to the center. Inhale up. Feeling that energy between the palms. Inhaling, rising out of the knee bend. Exhale, softening the knees. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up to the right again. Exhale the hands down to the center. Keep the left hand where it is. Angle the fingers of the right hand up towards your chin. Inhale, bringing the hand all the way up over the head. Turn it round. Big circle round to the front and up to the left as you inhale. Exhaling back down to center. Inhale up to the right. Exhale down to center. Inhale to the left. And exhale down to center. Keeping the palms parallel and the energy between them. Inhale up to the left. Exhale down to center. Keep the right hand where it is. Point the fingers of the left hand coming all the way up the center line of the body over the head. Rotate the hand around, big circle to the back. And then palm comes up to meet the right hand, up to the right. Exhale down to center, back into the wave. Inhaling up to the left. And exhale down. Inhale to the right. Exhale down. Inhale left. Exhale down. Inhale up to the right. Exhale down to center. Keep the left hand where it is. Angle the fingers of the right hand all the way up the center line of the body. Rotate the palm around, big circle. Coming up to meet the left palm again. Inhaling up to the left. And exhale down to center. Inhale up to the right. Exhale back down to the center. Inhale up to the left. Exhale down, bending at the knees. Inhaling up to the right. Exhale down. Inhaling up to the left. Exhale down. Leave the right hand where it is. Left hand comes up the center line of the body, all the way up over the head, stretching upwards. Rotate the palm around, big circle with the arm. All the way back towards the other palm, and then inhaling up to the right again, rising up from the knees. Exhale down, dropping and softening the knees. Inhaling up to the left. And exhaling down to the center. Slowly draw the parallel palms all the way up the center line of the body. Inhaling as you move them up overhead, stretching upwards, and then exhale, separating the palms and drawing the arms down in a big circle. Slowly float the arms back down, bring the feet back to about hip width apart. With the knees soft, rest the hands in front of the body, just kind of level with where your kidneys would be at the back, so kind of either side of the navel. We'll do a standing meditation now to really draw on that late summer earth energy and really soak it up into the body, nourishing our earth element, our stomach and our spleen. This is an earth-focused Zhangzhuang standing meditation. So with your knees soft and your spine straight and the shoulders drop down and all the joints of the body nice and soft, this allows for the free flow of qi around the body. So however long you can spend standing in this posture, it really helps rehab the body and build resilience and strength. To draw our focus to the earth element, Let's grow some roots down into the earth from the soles of our feet, anchoring us in place, and then shift your awareness right down to the tips of these roots, slowing your breathing down. As you inhale, draw lovely moist yin energy all the way up through the tips of the roots, all the way up through the roots, into your feet, into your legs, rising up past your knees. And as you exhale, just let that energy wash back down the legs, out through the feet, down into your roots again. Inhale again, drawing energy up through the roots, all the way up through the legs, this time rising all the way to the hips. And exhale, let that energy wash back down into the earth, taking anything that no longer serves back down through the roots. Inhale, drawing yin up through your roots, all the way up through your legs, into your belly, to the lower Dantien, all the way up to the kidneys, washing and nourishing the kidneys. And exhale, release and let it wash all the way down the legs, out through the soles of the feet, back down into the roots, deep into the earth. Inhale, drawing energy again, cleansing yin energy, moving up the body, all the way up to the heart center, heart and lungs. Exhale, release, let it wash down the legs, through the feet, back down into the roots, into the earth. One last deep inhale, drawing yin up through your roots, your legs, rising like sap through the body, into the neck, brain, washing around the eyes and ears, glands of the brain. Exhale, release, let it wash all the way down the body like a tidal wave, taking anything that you no longer need back down through your roots into the earth. Gently let the hands come back down, and then moving from an earth focus into the metal focus of the autumn season. You're going to put all the fingertips of the hands together so that they're all touching, making our crane Qigong or mudra, and then take the tips of the fingers and press them into those lung points again. So lungs 1 and 2, just underneath the shoulder. Press fairly firmly into these points, giving yourself a bit of acupressure at the beginning of the lung meridian. Take a nice deep breath in, replenishing the lungs, and release. Then shifting the focus to your right elbow, push it towards the front, pressing the fingers in, and bring it up and around, creating a big circular movement with the arm. Elbow comes down and then back towards the front again. And then do exactly the same with the left elbow, bringing it round to the front, up, past the ear, towards the back, and then down and under and back towards the front again. So the breathing here, as you press the fingers in, bringing your right elbow forward, you inhale all the way up and around, and then you exhale as you bring the elbow down and back towards the front. Inhaling, pushing the left elbow forwards, lifting it up as high as you can, and then exhale down to the back and back round to the front. So it's as if you're drawing a really big circle with some paint that's on the end of your elbow. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling, other elbow. Exhaling down. Keeping the fingers pressing into your lung points to really activate the lung meridian as you inhale. You're also stretching out the side of the ribs as you lift the elbow up, creating that big circular movement and expanding your lung capacity. Inhaling, stretching up. Exhaling down. Inhaling, other elbow up and back and around. Inhaling, big circle. And then the other arm. And then we're going to reverse the movement. So you're taking your elbow round to the back, inhaling it up, and then exhaling it down to the front. This is one of the movements from the Wuji Hundun series, which has its roots in martial arts. And although these movements are slow and gentle and designed to heal and energize the body, you can kind of see the martial roots of the exercise. This would be a great blocking move. Just take care to keep the fingers pressing into your lung points. Inhaling, stretching up, and exhaling down. Creating really big circles with the elbows. You might find as well, depending on your shoulder mobility or the time of day that you're doing this, that you don't create a particularly big circle with the elbow, and that's fine. Just work within your range of movement. You'll find if you practice this often that the circles will get bigger and the range of motion in the shoulder joint will improve. But always go at your own pace and within your own range of motion, and do what feels good for your body. Shake the fingers out a little bit after being in crane mudra for so long, and take the feet out a little bit wider so that you can bend the knees a bit more, tailbone pointing down towards the ground. And then inhale your hands back towards the shoulders and exhale through the mouth, pushing the hands forward, palms facing out. Inhale the hands back, exhale pushing out. This is a really nice cleansing metal movement, pushing mountains. Exhale through the mouth sharply, really letting go and releasing anything. As we move into autumn, the focus of the metal season is very much about letting go, releasing anything that's holding us back, any stagnant energy, any toxicity. Inhale, drawing the hands back, and exhale through the mouth, pushing forward, releasing and letting go. Inhale, hands back. Exhale, push forwards. Inhale the hands back. And exhale, push out and release. Inhale back. Exhale, push. Inhale the hands back. And exhale, pushing forwards. Inhale. Exhale, float the hands down, back down towards the hips. Draw the hands out to the sides, and with a deep inhale, soften at the knees, hands down towards the earth. Draw nourishment up from the earth. Fingertips make their way into the lung points again. And then exhale, lifting the elbows up, separating out the hands and spreading them out in a big circle all the way down to the sides. So that's a nice big inhale as you drop down, gather nourishment from the earth all the way, pressing the fingertips into the lung points. And then exhale, lifting the arms up, separating them out, and exhaling all the way back down again. Inhale, dropping at the knees, gathering the nourishment up into the lungs. Exhale, lifting the arms up, separating the hands overhead and bringing them down. Soften the knees, bring the weight onto the right foot, right hand on top. Lift the left leg up, bring them back so that the feet are touching, and then the hands float down. Thanks for practicing with me again. I'll be back soon with an autumn flow. Hope to see you then.